And if you're struggling with insulin resistance, prediabetes, or just trying to lose weight and balance your blood sugar, you've probably heard about how important protein is. And here's the thing, most people are not getting enough, and especially women. Even if you think you're getting enough protein, chances are you're falling short. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to easily get 100 grams of protein in a day, showing you what that looks like with breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks if you need them. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear game plan, meal ideas, and practical tips to make protein easy and enjoyable to hit every single day. Hi, I'm Kait, a nutritionist who specializes in insulin resistance, blood sugar control, and weight loss. And one of the key areas I focus on with almost every client is getting enough protein, because most people, and women especially, are falling short. And if you can get enough protein in throughout the day, not only are you going to reach your goals faster, but it's going to be a more enjoyable experience. People who eat enough protein feel more satiated, they don't feel deprived, and their results are longer lasting. So why is protein important? There are many reasons. It helps to balance blood sugar and insulin levels. It reduces spikes and crashes that lead to cravings. It helps reverse insulin resistance by lowering the demand for insulin. And it supports lean muscle mass, hormone health, your immune system, and metabolism. So if you want better metabolic health, less hunger, fewer cravings, better energy, and long-term weight loss success, protein is non-negotiable. But here's the issue. Most people overestimate their intake. Even if people think they're eating healthy, they might have a couple of eggs for breakfast, a little bit of chicken and a salad for lunch, maybe some sort of protein source at dinner, but that's not enough. To see results, you need to be aiming for a bare minimum of 30 grams of protein at every meal. Ideally, most people should be aiming for 1 gram of protein per pound of their ideal body weight per day. So if your ideal body weight is 120 pounds, then you should be getting at least 120 grams of protein in per day. To put that into perspective, most women are only eating between 50 to 60 grams per day. So in today's video, we're going to be going over ways to get 100 grams of protein in a day as a jumping off point. Most people need a little bit more than this. But after this video, you're going to see just how easy it is to get 100 grams in a day. So 120, 140, 160, however much you need, that's going to feel a lot more attainable. Let's start with the hardest meal of the day to get enough protein, and that's breakfast. Most people eat toast, cereal, maybe some fruit. If they are having a protein source, it's something like 2 eggs. But here's the truth. 2 eggs only contains about 12 grams of protein. That's not even half of what you need in a meal. So here are some better breakfast options that will help you meet that 30 grams of protein minimum. Option 1 is eggs, bacon, and cottage cheese. You're gonna have 2 eggs, which is gonna be about 12 grams of protein, 2 rashers of bacon, which is gonna add another 10, and half a cup of cottage cheese for an additional 13 grams of protein. That's 35 grams of protein mixed in with adequate fat to keep your blood sugar stable. Option 2 is an omelet with meat and cheese. For the omelet, you're going to have 3 eggs, which is 18 grams of protein. You're going to add a 1/4 cup of shredded cheese for an additional 7 grams, and then 50 grams of smoked salmon or ham for another 10 grams, for a grand total of 35 grams of protein. You can also toss in some spinach or mushrooms for a little bit of variety, but focus on building the base of your meal with animal protein and fats. Animal protein is more bioavailable than plant protein is, which is why I always recommend something like smoked salmon or eggs over beans and legumes. The protein in beans and legumes, a lot of it is bound to anti-nutrients, so your body can't actually use the total amount of protein that's in the food. So let's say there's 30 grams of protein in the beans you're eating. Your body can't use that full 30 grams, so you have to eat more in order to get the same amount of protein that you would get from an animal source. But the other problem with beans and legumes is they also come with a lot of carbohydrates. So to get enough protein, you have to also be eating a lot of carbs and a lot of calories. Option 3 is Greek yogurt with protein powder. This is going to look like 3/4 cup of unsweetened Greek yogurt for 15 grams of protein and 1 scoop of whey or beef isolate protein for an additional 25 grams, totaling 40 grams of protein. Now, of course, you can add some low sugar fruit like berries to this. Maybe even drizzle on a little bit of honey if you want some added sweetness. But again, protein should be the base. Just make sure the protein powder you're using has minimal ingredients, doesn't have any added sugar or artificial sweetener. If you're looking for a good, clean whey protein, I'll link to some of my favorites in the description box down below. Equip is a really good brand that I love. And finally, option number 4 is chia pudding with protein powder. Of course, this is going to contain chia seeds, which are mostly fat and fiber, so you're not getting a lot of protein from them. But when you mix this with an unsweetened almond milk, add in whey protein and top with berries, you can easily hit 30 grams of protein. And breakfast really is the most important meal of the day, but not for the reasons you might think. When you start your day with enough protein, this keeps you off the blood sugar roller coaster the entire day. Protein is going to curb your cravings and set your blood sugar up for success. Now let's move on to lunch. Another meal that a lot of people overestimate how much protein they're getting. A salad with a little bit of chicken, a lot of people think that this is a good and healthy lunch option, but it's not enough protein. And honestly, it's probably not enough calories. If you want to get enough protein in with your chicken salad, you need to be adding at least 150 grams of chicken. This is going to be 35 grams of protein. Now from there, you can add some more fat sources and also some non-starchy vegetables. So that can look like something like avocado, feta, olive oil for the dressing, and then of course your greens. This is going to be high in protein and low in carbohydrates, which is going to be great for your blood sugar control. It's going to be great for improving insulin sensitivity. And because you're getting that 35 grams of protein, it's going to be filling. You're not going to experience an energy crash mid-afternoon. Other protein options for salads include tuna or salmon. This can be canned or grilled, boiled eggs and turkey, or beef mince or leftover steak. And make sure you're not fearing healthy fat as long as it's coming from healthy sources. As I said, olive oil is great, avocado oil is great. Avoid vegetable and seed oils. You can add some nuts and seeds to your salad as well. And you can add some nuts and seeds to your salad as well. Now, another really great lunch option that a lot of people overlook is having leftovers from dinner for lunch. This is the easiest way to keep things simple while also getting enough protein. And finally, let's move on to dinner. Dinner is usually where people get the most protein, but it's still important to be intentional about it. So here are some high protein dinner options. Option 1 is buttered chicken thighs in a creamy, full fat sauce, served with cauliflower rice or sauteed vegetables. The chicken thighs are going to have 35 grams of protein per serving. And this meal is also going to be packed with healthy fat, which is great for blood sugar control. Option number 2 is grilled fish with roast vegetables. So this can be something like 150 grams of salmon or barramundi. This is going to have 30 to 40 grams of protein. To this, you can add olive oil, roasted broccoli, zucchini, or pumpkin or squash. Option number 3 is beef stir fry with cabbage and carrot. 120 grams of beef is about 30 grams of protein. So of course, if you need more protein, just have more beef. Stir fry the beef with cabbage, carrots, and other vegetables of your choice in tamari. And option number 4 is slow cooked lamb shoulder. Again, about 120 grams of lamb is going to be 30 grams of protein. You can serve this with roasted Brussels sprouts and ghee. Now, you might have noticed the theme here. These meals don't have to be complicated. Focus on animal protein, non-starchy vegetables, and healthy fat. But what about snacks? Now, in general, I don't recommend snacking for optimal metabolic health. If you're snacking in between meals, this keeps your insulin levels elevated, and your body never gets a break from digesting. If you're eating enough at your meals, this means enough protein and also enough calories, then you shouldn't be hungry for snacks in between. But if you're just starting to make diet changes and if you're used to snacking throughout the day, it can be hard to break this habit. So there are better and worse snack options, of course. Or maybe you're still finding it hard to get enough protein in at your meals, in which case adding in some high protein snacks can be beneficial. That can help you to meet the minimum amount of protein that you need in a day. So if you do need some snacks, here are the best options. Tin sardines or salmon, make sure that it's always in spring water, or if it is in oil, make sure it's olive oil. Beef jerky with no added sugar, hard-boiled eggs, leftover meatballs or grilled meat, or protein shakes. Of course, with the high quality whey or beef isolate. Avoid high sugar fruit, avoid crackers, avoid anything that's labeled as low fat. These are going to spike your blood sugar, they're going to raise your insulin, and they're going to leave you feeling hungrier. So in summary, hitting 100 grams of protein in a day doesn't have to be difficult. Plan your protein first and then build your meal around it. Most people start with carbohydrates as their base and build around that, and that's not a good approach. Keep a list of 4 to 5 go-to high-protein meals so you're never guessing. And meal prepping protein, so cooking a few servings of meat ahead of time, can help to make this so much easier. Protein is critical for balancing your blood sugar, improving your insulin sensitivity, and maintaining good metabolic health. Most people are not eating anywhere near enough, especially at breakfast. So make sure you're getting at least 30 grams in at every meal. Avoid snacking if possible, but if you do need a snack, reach for something high in protein. And remember to focus on animal protein whenever you can, because it really is the best protein source. Now, if you guys found this video helpful, I have something exciting to share with you. At the start of April, I'm launching a 3-day blood sugar reset coaching program. This short but powerful program is designed to help you lower fasting blood sugar, improve your insulin sensitivity, and get a jump start on your fat loss if that's your goal. Now, I do have a few people selected to test the program, but I'm looking for a few more. So if you'd like to help me out, if you'd like to try the program before anyone else, comment reset down below. Like I said, I just need a few more people. So if you're interested, comment below. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. And if you did, make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my next upload. I'm posting about blood sugar, weight loss, insulin resistance, improving your insulin sensitivity, food, protein, all of that, all of the time. I post 2 to 3 times per week. So if you're not already subscribed, what are you doing? But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.